In the Pacific theater of World War II, one of the most infamous Japanese tactics was the massed infantry assault known as the Banzai charge. These human wave bayonet attacks aimed to break Allied lines through shock and momentum, often at the cost of enormous Japanese casualties. Even when partially successful, Banzai charges usually ended in disaster. So why were they repeatedly used, and why didn't soldiers refuse? Long before the war, the Japanese state glorified self-sacrifice, presenting these attacks as honorable deaths rooted in Bushido ideals. This concept, known as yokusai, honorable suicide, was deeply ingrained. Surrender was seen as shameful, while dying in a final charge was celebrated as heroic. Soldiers and officers alike were conditioned to believe that death in battle was preferable to capture. The effectiveness of Banzai attacks depended heavily on the enemy. In the 1930s, they often worked against Chinese forces, which frequently lacked automatic weapons and strong defensive firepower necessary to stop mass infantry assaults. Early in the Pacific War in 1941, these charges also saw limited success against lightly armed U.S. garrisons on Guam and Wake Island. However, this changed quickly once Japanese forces faced well-equipped American troops in sustained combat. U.S. forces relied on strong perimeter defenses, including machine guns and modern artillery, ideal counters to human wave attacks. At Attu in 1943, fog allowed a major Japanese charge to break American lines and inflict heavy losses, but the attackers were annihilated. The largest Banzai charge of the war occurred at Saipan in 1944, involving around 5,000 troops. It ended in total catastrophe, so severe that Japanese commanders largely discouraged the use of the tactic for the remainder of the war. The story of the Banzai charge reveals how ideology can overpower strategy. What began as a tactic rooted in tradition and morale became a tragic symbol of rigidity, where honor was valued above survival, even when battlefield realities clearly demanded change. In modern military history, the Banzai charge is remembered less for its effectiveness and more for its human cost. It stands as a grim reminder of how propaganda, culture, and absolute obedience can drive soldiers to fight on, even in hopeless situations. Now, as always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member to support our work.